Hey, this is Mike. Thank you so much for choosing this video. Tonight we're going to check out the 2019 Chevrolet Blazer at night. So this particular video is special. It's only dealing with the lighting, interior and exterior lighting. It's not intended to be a full overview. I'll have that on my channel, but this is just the lighting. So I wanted to point out that you can actually turn off the headlights completely, make the vehicle completely dark, unlike some. So now I have just the parking lights on. You can see the daytime running lights are now illuminated here on the front, and it's an LED strip, looking pretty cool. You can also see it from the side, and then you have that side marker there. And you can see the tail lights from the side as well. And it has a little bow tie here on the side, and there's your tail lights. And check it out, you see the little bow tie illuminated on the ground. That is for your entry to your lift gates. You just put your foot underneath there, right where that bow tie is, and it will open up the lift gate for you. And it kind of trains you on where to put your foot. I really like that. It's not visible really during the day, but at nighttime it's nice and sharp. The tag light kind of illuminates the ground a little bit as well. Here's the turn signal in the back. You see it's red instead of amber, and it's powered by a standard bulb. You also have a side marker there on the side mirror, which you can see from the back, the side, and the front. And there's the amber turn signal for the front. You see it's just below the headlight. So now I have the low beams on. You can see the low beams are quite a bit below the daytime running light. They're HID powered in a projector tube. Nice white light matching the LEDs. And now I have the high beams on. And the high beams, you notice, it looks about the same because both the low and the high beams are projected out of the same projector tube. It just refocuses the beam in that particular lens. There's high beams, low beams. So you can see a clear cutoff there in the bushes to avoid blinding people, but you still have quite a bit of light below. There's high beams, low beams. And now for a cockpit view, sitting in the seat at my eye level. High beams, low beams. Let's start looking on the inside, starting here with the cargo area. Go ahead and lift it up. And I have a bunch of equipment back here, which might help out a little bit, because to show that it has two lights. So we have an LED there on the right side and the left side. So if we did not have, we only had one light, say a dome light or one on one side or something like that, then we might have a lot of shadows to where we can't see everything. There's a little bit of shadowing in the middle right now because there's so much equipment back here, but you can see it illuminates it quite well, especially working with these other lights in the second row. And the button to close the power liftgate is also backlit illuminated, so we can go and push that to lower it. Okay, so the second row, checking that out. The inside of the door has two backlit buttons, one for the heated seat and one for the power window. The rest of the door is dark. And the camera is hard for it to pick up sometimes. Hopefully you can see this. It's a dark black interior, but the illumination to my eyes looks good. I mean, I can see in here quite well, even the floorboard where I have some more equipment. And I see the seat here, everything's illuminated. The camera makes it kind of look a little bit darker than what it really is. But we do have two lights, one on each side of the panoramic sunroof. So it does do a good job of illumination. Here in the center portion, we do have illuminated ports right here for your USB-C and regular USB. Now the inside of the driver's side door has more buttons and everything, but you also have this illuminated accent light here, just underneath the handle. It's looking nice. And then you have all these backlit buttons. You see that illumination comes down in here as well. Illuminated floorboards. Now they're brighter now because I have the doors open, but even while you're driving, there's still a hint of illumination in the floorboards, which is nice. See some illuminated buttons here. So I have to still have the door open so you can see the interior lights are still on. But let's go ahead and shut that door, and so we're left with the backlit interior lights. Alright, so we have that illumination in the door. The steering wheel is nicely illuminated. You see the buttons there, and here on the right side, here's your gauges, and we can adjust the brightness up or down. That also does the screen and all the backlit buttons here. When we adjust that, we'll go ahead and leave it bright so the camera can focus on something. Center stack. So you have the backlit USB ports. Also below that, where you have the wireless charging port, it's kind of hard to see, but just underneath the climate control vents, right in here, you can see the wireless charging port. Well, I have the night vision on now so you can see it. There's actually a small amount of illumination under there, so hopefully you can see that. The cup holders have a little bit of illumination. And you have all these buttons backlit, your all-wheel drive controls here. There's also an ambient light. So right up in here where all these lights are, you can see the rear view camera is dimmed out, but you can still see it pretty good. And you can adjust the brightness with this. It gets a little grainy when you boost up the brightness, but you can still see pretty good. But there's illumination, you see right in here, there's a little bit of an ambient light. So you can't really notice it so much right now because we have some light coming in from the parking lot. But basically the intention of that light, you can see right there, it comes down and illuminates the center portion here, where the cup holders and stuff are. You see little lights in the cup holders here, but it illuminates the center portion. Now I'm going to turn the night vision back on because under this is dark. So let's go ahead and open this up and look in here. So we have some papers in here. That helps out a little bit with the light. But there's 2 ports, backlit illuminated. But if I turn that night vision off, it's really hard to see in there. It would be nice if there was some kind of illumination other than those ports. Glove compartment does have a very bright light. And you'll notice there's an accent light right above it, just underneath that trim here. That's what extends over to the doors as well. The visors have LED lights that kind of fade on, which is cool. So let's look at the camera system. Put it in reverse so we can go ahead and pop that up easily. So you can see pretty good. I mean, it's not pitch dark here, but still, even when it is pitch dark, you can see pretty good. Okay, so let's drive around and see what it looks like. Camera looks really nice, especially here in the parking lot. But there's a little bit of a darker spot over here. I actually see that white background there. It's a good place to show the headlights. Some woods. You can see the headlights there. So let's go out on the main, just a regular old road, and see what it looks like. Now I have the automatic high beams on, so they're dim now. So as we go along, if there's no cars coming or we're not behind another car, it will go ahead and put the high beams on for us. It's pretty good. Love the acceleration. This is a fun vehicle to drive. It's SUVs, seems like a lot of CUV type SUV vehicles, crossovers, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now we have high beams. That's cool, just automatically did it for us. But anyways, they seem to just have, the trend is tinier and tinier motors to get better gas mileage. Well, this vehicle has a nice V6 and with plenty of power. Okay, so it just dimmed the headlights for us since there was a vehicle there. There's more vehicles coming, so it keeps it dim. And then the church lights are probably making it. Okay, now we have high beams again. It's interesting how I can tell between a vehicle and just like street lights and stuff. Okay, so it dimmed the lights, now it raised it back up. See if it's going to dim it again. Yep, dimmed. Okay, so there you have it. 2019 brand new Chevrolet Blazer at night. So I have a full detailed walk around, all the features type video on my channel, but this is just for the lighting. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. We're just walking right out in the dang road. Quite a bit of people out here at Sunset Beach at night. Kind of surprised. I guess they're doing some night fishing or night walking or swimming or something like that. But I thought this would be a good place because they don't have a lot of lights here because of the sea turtles. So they have a lot of just some basic lights, but mostly it's dark out here. But I didn't expect so many people to be here, honestly. But hopefully you get an idea of what the lighting is all about. Gotta make sure I don't interrupt people's vacation. But you notice the rear view mirror, or the camera in this case. So right now we have the camera, flip it down to the mirror, flip it up to the camera. Works really well. So anyways, let's get the heck out of here. Too many people here.